On this day in music history, July 7th. Some days crackle with musical electricity, and July 7th is one of them. From raw grit to stadium-filling rock and groundbreaking chart toppers, this date traces how artists reshaped their genres and left an unforgettable mark. Johnny Cash's Grand Ole Opry debut. Stepping onto the Ryman Auditorium stage on July 7, 1956, Johnny Cash introduced himself to the Grand Ole Opry audience with I Walk the Line. His deep baritone and trademark all-black attire carved out a new space between traditional country and rebellious rockabilly. Backstage after the set, he met June Carter, an encounter that would soon blossom into one of music's great partnerships. By night's end, Cash had cemented his place in country lore and set the course for a career driven by authenticity and restless creativity. The Rolling Stones' TV debut on Thank Your Lucky Stars. On July 7, 1963, the Rolling Stones swaggered on to Thank Your Lucky Stars and delivered snarling guitars and Mick Jagger's cheeky charisma straight into British living rooms. Their raw energy and blues-fueled riffs felt like adrenaline to a generation craving something edgier than the polished pop of the day. That television appearance didn't just introduce a band, it signaled a cultural shift and laid the groundwork for the British invasion's wild ride. Suddenly, polite pop had real competition. Bruce Springsteen's Born in the U.S.A hits #1. July 7, 1984 saw Bruce Springsteen's seventh album surge to the top of the Billboard 200. Loaded with working-class anthems and arena-ready hooks, Born in the USA captured heartland grit and mainstream ambition in equal measure. The title track and Dancing in the Dark became instant staples, resonating around kitchen tables and stadiums alike. In doing so, Bruce Springsteen cemented his reputation as a storyteller for a generation balancing hope, frustration, and an unstoppable urge to sing along. Prince's When Doves Cry tops the Hot 100. On July 7, 1984, Prince claimed his first Billboard Hot 100 #1 with When Doves Cry. Stripped of bass and soaked in emotion, the song fused minimalist percussion, fractured guitar solos, and lyrics that teetered between desire and despair. It anchored the Purple Rain soundtrack and spent 5 weeks reigning over radio playlists. With that run, Prince proved minimalism and bravado could coexist, forging a sonic blueprint that would influence pop and R&B for decades. Please Hammer, Don't Hurt 'Em begins its #1 reign. MC Hammer's third studio album roared back to #1 on July 7, 1990, kicking off an 18-week reign atop the Billboard 200. Fueled by the unstoppable You Can't Touch This, Hammer blended rap, dance, and pop into an electrifying spectacle. His flashy choreography and larger-than-life persona turned Hammer Time into a national catchphrase. The album's runaway success didn't just solidify Hammer's legacy, it proved rap could dominate mainstream charts and living rooms alike. A handful of artists we still turn up on playlists today first saw the world on July 7th. Ringo Starr, the Beatles' steady hand on drums and lifelong advocate for peace. Mary Ford, Les Paul's multi-tracking vocal collaborator who redefined studio magic. Mark White, groove-driving bassist for Spin Doctors, anchoring hits like Two Princes. Sinister Gates, Avenged Sevenfold's lead guitarist, celebrated for virtuosic solos and melodic flair. As the needle lifts on these landmark moments, we're reminded that every date carries its own rhythm and surprise. Whether it's a debut that sparks a legend or a chart-shaking smash, July 7th delivers stories that still echo today.